And we are back on the Loner Ranger and Cleve Loveland show. Just remember, you look up and down your street, chances are I have sold one of those rooftops. Bruce has probably financed it or refinanced it in the past 30 years. We are your experts on mortgage and real estate in Central Florida. Don't worry about watching the fake news. Just tune in here every Saturday at noon or go to WeBringYouHome.com.
WeBringYouHome.com is my website for online application and all your resources and our calendar for our wealth building.
That's right. We talked about that. CleveLoveland.com for me, and you can retire as a millionaire. We teach people how to buy a property, jump to their next property as their primary residence, do that for 20 years, and retire as a millionaire. This is not hokey pokey. This is not buy our CDs, come to our seminar for $5,000, and we'll overeducate you and pump you up and have a celebrity talk to you about how they made money in real estate. This is just regular real-world real estate. We're doing that Wednesday, June 23rd at 6 p.m. Go to WeBringYouHome.com to register on that. The event's there. I want to talk about how a lot of the marketing you see out there on Call Us, we will buy your home. Don't worry about putting it on the market. Well, let me tell you, polishing the house up a little bit, getting it staged, is that worth, and having some people come to your house for a week or two, is that worth
$20,000?
Well,
10,000 even?
Is it worth 20% more?
Well, but putting it in perspective, even would you allow that for $10,000? Because I don't know about you guys, but $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, it's a lot of money.
Not a big deal. And what's funny here is I got an article out of the Wall Street Journal talking about how their stocks of all these companies that do this are floundering because they have to buy the property so low, and they charge fees. They don't call it commission. They call it another thing. They call it a holding fee. They call it a marketing fee. They call it other things. But their bottom line, they've got to pay you less and less and less for them to make money. And here's what's funny, Bruce.
Kind of reminds you of the old .com. People were buying the stocks. They were going crazy.
Yep.
And then the companies never made any money.
Yeah. And it's like, they can't do it, but exposing your house to 30, 40 buyers that have just looked all around Central Florida at homes kind of like yours, above and below your price, who've been educated and have to have a place for their families to live in the next 30, 60, 90 days, that sounds like a winning formula. That's what we do at Loveland Properties. Got some news here also from the head economist, Lawrence Yun, of the National Association of Realtors, talking about how this inventory will ease up. The whole nation is going through this seller's market. Short inventory. And part of it's because of COVID. Part of it's because of our 3% interest rates. The main thing he talks about, vaccines coming out. There are some states not open. That's going to supply money and supply buyers for our homes. It's going to supply inventory. It's going to supply, people.
Well, they got to start making more wood and more appliances.
That stuff is going to catch up too. All that will catch up. The builders will find new supply chains. I mean, I just talked to a builder. They're going to start using, and some builders did this years ago. They're going to start using steel.
I think they should.
Steel studs,
right?
Things like that for the inside of the homes.
They've been around for commercial applications for years. You might as well use them on
these things will happen. So this inventory should stay low. It is hurting sales right now, which is, if we had more inventory, obviously we'd have more sales. It will be a process, and we are peaking. We're going to peak this year. I think it'll probably, the prices will probably level out next year maybe, but we'll update you every weekend on what's going on here. I have a crystal ball my mom gave me when she retired from real estate. Never figured out how to make it work. I just watch what's going on.
Plug it in.
Plug it in. I watch real world news and my real world experience and bring it to you every weekend here on what's going on.
All right, so let's talk about a different topic that is, to me, I'm gonna kind of rattle the cage here a little bit, because we're all into this energy efficient, the whole thing you hear and all this. We got to get the Teslas and the new Green Deal, and first of all, you know what? If God made fossil fuel, I'm committed on using it. Okay, like, my wife's like, would you ever have a Tesla? And I'm like, maybe someday I might have an electric car, but right now I'm committed to using up my fair share of fossil fuels. And I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to quit using up my fossil fuel, right? So, but here's the thing. Forget about that. That's enough about me. Let's talk about solar panels, because you go out and you get these fast-talking salespeople. These are the old salespeople that used to sell vinyl siding, okay? And I'm telling you, solar panels, like you pay between $25,000 and $40,000. You have a UCC lien. Now, here's the thing. The salespeople that sell the solar panels are not licensed to actually do the loan that you're borrowing money or leasing money for the solar panels. So they tell you there's no lien on your property. Wrong. Wrong. It is a lien on your property. It's called a UCC lien. It's a utility lien, and it is a lien on the fixture, on the product. It's not physically on your house, but Fannie, Freddie, and HUD say it's a lien. It's still attached to the property, even though it's a fixture lien, which will affect your combined loan to value. So I'll just give you an example. I have a client buying a home, paid $40,000 over appraised value, knew he was going to inherit the solar panels, knew it was going to be $170 a month, didn't know it was $40,000. So now, did he pay $20,000 over appraised value? $40,000 over appraised value? No, he paid $65,000, including the solar panels,
Ouch.
over appraised value, and then had to pay $750 to apply to assume the other client's loan. Okay. Then when you add the solar panels into the combined loan to value, which he was putting down 20%, it brought him over to 90%, changed his interest rate, went from a no-point loan to a 1.3% with $7,500 in loan costs and $6,000 more dollars in down payment.
And on the real estate side of that, let's back up. The listing agent should have had all that information up front.
The listing agent also was a mortgage guy. Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Which you can't trust those people. Okay. You can trust me, 407-250-9144. I'll tell you the real deal. This stuff really gets me irked because the solar panel companies have you guys got so convinced that you're going to save all this money. And listen, I'm not saying don't do solar panels. I'm saying do solar panels, put it on your credit card. Don't do the loan that they're going to tell you is not a lien. It's a darn lien, guys.
Well, here's the thing, too. And it's funny. One of the builders in town started about 4 years ago, I believe. They said every house is going to get solar panels. Well, all the buyers went in there and said, well, we don't want them. We'd rather have, I mean, homes are pretty energy efficient nowadays.
They're extremely energy efficient.
And all the buyers were saying, well, we'd rather, do we have to do those? We'd rather have a nicer pool or a better tile or a better kitchen or a better master bath or better flooring.
$40,000.
And the payoff, and a friend of mine's a CFO for major companies around Central Florida. He runs a big airline company. He's a CFO. And he's done the analysis for all the companies he's ever worked for on this. When these things were hot 20 years ago, they start coming out. And he's like, it is a ripoff. Your return on your money is less than 2%. Now, here's the other thing, too. It doesn't add $40,000. Let's say it costs you $30,000.
In this case, it didn't add but about $3,000 in value for $40,000.
What I've seen on the appraisals is they give about $3,000 to $4,000 for that, and the buyers can see the value. Okay, my power bill's $150 instead of $400. I can see that. But what this is, but we get into the financials, and it's kind of like, oh, your house has an old roof. Well, we can get you insurance, but it's going to cost you $4,000 a year.
But you think about this: you got a $40,000, even if it's $25,000. Lien that you're paying, like you said, there's your swimming pool, okay, that you could have had.
Well, half a swimming pool nowadays, yeah.
Half a swimming pool, right?
Big spa.
But here's the thing. By the time that loan's paid off, do you think your solar panels are going to last you for 25 years?
Or what about if your roof's only got 5 years, 10 years life left in it?
What if you got to replace the roof? How do you get the solar panels off?
That causes a big.
I mean, I'm just going to tell you something. I'm not about not being energy efficient.
The technology is going to get better and better as these costs.
It will be down. When they develop solar panels that are actually your roofing tile.
They're
that
out.
Will and I know that they're if they're not out, they're going to be.
They're out, but they're very, very expensive right now.
Well, and when that'll just like your original hybrid cars, they're all coming down. You're going to see windows. They're making windows now that are also solar panels. So you can see through the windows. It's like the film that you would put on your windows, your 3M film.
Wow.
But it's actually a solar
Well, here's
panel.
the thing. I talk to a lot of people about improvements on their home and a lot of things they shouldn't do. And I just stopped somebody the other day from doing a major kitchen remodel because they think they'll sell their home in the next 2 years when the kids go off to college. And I'm like, no. Let's just know this is what you need to do. We need new flooring, and don't do carpet. Go ahead and enjoy some nice vinyl plank laminate that looks awesome nowadays, or some real hardwood, some 12 by 24 or 24 by 36 porcelain tiles. Let's go to what's modern. I pulled up this is a $500,000 house. I pulled up some $1 million homes that had sold on my iPad and showed them, said, look at this flooring. Make your house look like this. That's a better return. And overall I said, let's spend 10, not 30.
No, you don't need to, guys.
Yeah, but that's what we do. We help people on stuff like that and getting it all set. My phone number, 407 407-352-8118 or cleveloveland.com.
Or if you have any questions for the Loan Arranger or you'd like to apply online, I've got the easiest website ever. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Visit my website, do an online application right there, or you can call me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. You want to get in, get involved in Cleve and I's Retire as a Millionaire class. No gimmicks. I'm telling you, it's down and dirty. I'm going to show you how you can create $2.1 to $2.5 million in real estate, free and clear, paid for. It's a 20-year plan. I did it. It's not hard to do. You don't have to come up with 20% down. We're going to buy properties, minimum down, and we're going to turn them into rental properties in a year to 3 years down the road. You're going to accumulate 5 of these. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to have them all paid off in 20 years. You got $15,000 to $20,000 a month in rental income coming in, and you have $2.5 million in real estate. And that's, oh, by the way, Cleve, when we do our estimates, we're basing this on a 3% appreciation.
We've had more than that.
A little,
yeah,
like,
a little bit.
Like I think Lake County had 26%. So go to WeBringYouHome.com and register. If you are a real estate agent, go to my advanced real estate strategy class. You got to know what's going on to be an effective real estate agent in this market. I will teach you all the new things that are going on with lending and how you can be a better servant to your client. And that's going to be Thursday, July 15th at 10 a.m. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. We will be doing another construction perm class. I had one just the other night. Super successful. Got a lot of clients wanting to build homes because, Cleve, they don't want to be in a tract-built community. Mm-hmm. Because you look at these tract-built communities, the builders are doing a great job. They're taking a lot of the pressure off of the lack of inventory.
Yeah.
But the strong HOAs, right? They all have strong
small yard
You
sizes,
can't
yeah.
even no yard. Like you can't put a jet ski in your side yard.
Yeah.
I don't even think they'll let you do that. So
yeah,
you want a little bit of room to stretch out. Let's help you find a lot, build your own home. I got amazing construction perm classes. You just got to get into the class. I'll show you how you can buy your own lot, build your own home just the way you want it. You got enough room to stretch out where you're not, you're not right up against your neighbor's wall next door. 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. If you have any questions for Cleve, you want a great realtor, then call him at 407-352-8118 or visit his website at cleveloveland.com. And here's, there's a couple other things, Cleve, that I'm really passionate about helping. First-time home buyers, I love helping you. I will show you how to become a millionaire the way I did it. Here, I'm a 10th grade dropout. If you don't believe me, just ask Cleve, all right? My kid's doing it. If you're a veteran, I've got the best VA loans on the market. If you are a teacher, law enforcement, or first responder, I've got special programs available for all of you that'll save you $2,168 in closing costs. It's the real deal, guys. Don't get swayed into going with one of these online lenders. I have all the products for you right here with massive savings. My office is in Winter Park, same location, 20 years, haven't gone anywhere. Been in the business 32 years. Just check me out on the Google, right? You check me out. My reviews are on the Google.
You're on the line?
I'm on the line.
I'm
on the interweb.
All right. Call me at 407-352-818. How much time we got? We
got about 30 seconds more.
Just remember, cleveloveland.com, and chances are one of those rooftops on your street, I help sell it, buy it, or manage an investment property, and Bruce has probably done a mortgage on it over the past 30 years. You
just call me at 407-250-9144. Any questions you have regarding buying or refinancing, I'm here to help you. Just apply at WeBringYouHome.com. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland and the Lone Ranger Radio Show.